Hey guys, Rusty from Ugly HP. Still working on this Corolla here. We are now doing the rear or the right engine mount. Depending on which parts store you go to, they're going to call it something different now. The length of the studs to this mount, that's going to be kind of hard to see. It is going to require for this to be dropped down a little bit to snake it out past the firewall. So we're going to start by pulling this and pulling the bolts to drop this down. Now the steering rack is not on this, so we really don't have to worry about too much of anything going out. I have this on there just to bring it down slowly so it doesn't like shift and stuff. So I'm going to start by removing this and pulling these bolts out for the mount. This bar is 14 millimeters. And then I'm going to drop these sway bar ones, which are 19. I think one's a 17 and one's a possibly. They're both 19. She'll take it.
She's got some valves.
She'll sign for it in the office.
Quite steep that way.
Now I'm winging it on this one. I didn't look online or anything, so I'm just going by visual and might fight it like I did the first one. But trial and error, guys. Ooh. So that was all water from the AC. You could tell because I could taste it. It went in my mouth. Now we got the extra room we needed for this thing. Alright, so there's 3 bolts, 3 nuts, almost 17. Which the new mount comes with new ones. That's best to save them. Now we have that long 17 bolt right here that we're going to take out. You can use a wrench obviously for that one, but I like to use a long extension from the side. If my extension is long enough, that is. If not, I have to break to a different. Tap one a little bit. Turns out, comes out. Make sure you get your rubber pad off of there to put on the new one. Ugh. Had to get the nuts off. Someone at the factory decided to tighten them all the way down. Alright. Run that back up. So we're going to start with the long bolt as usual. Now, being that I have these studs in their respected holes, we can actually shoot that one down. Get your tool out. Now from here is where I like to get everything started back how it was before you start running the gun at it, because if you're not straight, you have a worse time with all the carriage bolts. I mean carriage nuts, getting them to where you get thread back into them. It'll be a lot of grinding, a lot of anti-seize, and a lot of cursing. I'm guessing that. Sorry. Seem to be having a hard time remembering where that one goes. Figure it out here in a minute. Now the reason why I'm not tightening these ones right here first and working on all these right here and all those is because tightening these might shift it and then be dealing with more of a fight. longest bolt is in this one, obviously. Problems. Still trying to figure out this one on the outside. So now I got all these except for this one on each side. I'm going to just go ahead and try to bump them up in there because those are, I guess, out of thread reach.